Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. So guys, I just finished doing a tour of this gorgeous estate here in Fairfax County, Virginia. And I am doing a virtual tour for one of my clients, and I shared this tour today over on my IG. Once I'm done with my showing, I will try to post that video here on Facebook for any of you guys that want to see it. It may already be on my Instagram. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is @homewithvicky. But I wanted to come here to answer my Facebook family because I have been getting a lot of real estate DMs and text messages, and I wanted to make sure that I get back to doing what I do on schedule, on time, because hey, the reality is that there are a lot of people that are buying and selling real estate right now, and the economists actually project the next 6 months we are going to feel like there is a real estate boost, okay? A real estate boom, I'm sorry. So if you have been hearing the how can I say this, the rumors or the news that is talking about there may be a second wave of COVID in the fall, we don't really know how to track that with real estate just yet. These are two things that I could tell you about that. Number one, interest rates are still at an all-time low. So if you are a buyer, like I always tell you, when interest rates are low, that means that the life of your loan, your mortgage, is going to be cheaper, okay? So is it a perfect time to buy? Yes, it's a wonderful time to buy, but let me just give you a game plan. If you are thinking about buying a house, this is something that you want to know. If you are thinking about buying a house, you want to make sure that you are ready to go, okay? When you give me a call, we are going to call the lender. We're going to talk to that lender. If the first lender tells you that they can't help you, that's okay, baby girl, baby boy. I got like 4 or 5 more lenders, and the name of this game is getting it done. There are a lot of things that have changed, but I want you to rest assured and know that the game is making sure that you get approved, right? Because we may go to one bank and their minimum credit score is a 640 and you're at a 620. That doesn't mean that you do not qualify for the FHA loan, right? What it means is that we have to find a bank that has a minimum credit score of a 620. And if you're like, Vicky, oh my God, I don't have a 620. I'm more at like a 580, and I thought that I could still qualify for a FHA loan at a 580. Well, the good news is, yes, you can, but we must find the lender that can approve you, the bank that will approve you at a 580. That's why it's very imperative that you give me a call or get in my DM so I know when to call you, so we could talk about your situation. We could do a quick pre-approval, like I'm just going to run down what the lender will typically ask you, and you answer your questions the best to your ability, guys. Do not sit on the fence right now if you have been thinking about buying a house. Like I said, you want to have a 620 preferably, but there are lenders that are going to work with you at a 580. If you are not at a 580, that's okay, because this is what I do best. I wasn't at a 580 when I first started my home search, and guess what? I have a blueprint that's going to help you build your credit score, and you don't have to pay me no monthly fee. I'm not a part of one of these credit fix, none of that. I'm going to tell you exactly what I did, okay, to go from a 543 to a 620 in the span of 4 months when I was in the market to buy my house. And I'm actually actively working with buyers that took my advice, did what I told them to do, focused on building up their credit, and we're getting ready to go back out and look at houses because they are now actually approved. So you can do it. You just need a game plan. And it's always best, if you are in the market to buy a home, it's always best that you speak with real estate professionals. Number one, you want to talk to me, your local DMV agent, because I need to ask you a few questions to know exactly which lender to connect you with. Because like I said, this market and getting approved, one bank may tell you you're denied, but there is another bank that will take your loan. So that's my job, to help match you with the right lender for you. So that's what I got for my buyers. Let's recap that. You can buy a house at 580. It's going to cost you, but not a lot. 3.5%, okay? We're talking about the FHA loan here, VA loan. I believe most banks are at a 620. Again, we'll look for the bank that will work for you. Conventional loan, you want to be at a 640, all right? And what else? You got to be ready to go. You got to have your down payment. And I strongly suggest, if you have a little bit of money saved, you may have to put up that money right now, because the buyer's market is very competitive. Now, I'm going to always ask for the seller to pay your closing costs. I'm going to always negotiate as much as I can for you. But if there is a house that you really, really love, you're going to have to be ready to either offer above what they're asking for or bring more money to the table to secure the house that you love, because we are in a competitive buyer's market, especially the closer you get to DC. Even though there is a big uptake in people moving a little further south, because a lot of people are working from home, they're not really worried about the commute anymore. They want more land, they want more space. We may have a second lockdown. Don't nobody want to be locked down in no tight quarters, okay? People are actually looking for homes that are going to give them more space, give them more so that they could do more outdoor activities. The people that are building home gyms, that's a big thing right now, because even though things are opening up, everybody is not rushing back to the gym. All right, so now we're gonna digress and go over to the real estate forecast for my sellers. Sellers, listen, if buyers gotta be ready, you gotta be even more ready. Even though it feels like a seller's market, because we have more buyers in the DMV right now than we have sellers. If you are thinking about selling your home and you do not want to stay in the house that you're in for the next 2 to 5 years, I highly, remember that I said this, okay? Remember that I said this. I highly recommend that you go ahead and put your house on the market right now, because in 2-3 months, we don't have a clear indication of what home value is going to be. If unemployment rate continues to go up, if the banks continue to raise the minimum credit score, there are a plethora of variables that can cause home value to go down. So what does that mean for you as the seller? If you want to protect your equity, you want to get your house on the market right now, and you want to start, I'm going to post the video of this house later on, because I shared a lot of great tips as we did the tour in this home on ways to prepare your house for sale. But I'll go ahead and give you 3 tips, right? You want to start decluttering, okay? You want to get a fresh coat of paint. I shared in my IG live, heather gray that's the color that this house is painted. Heather gray is still, for the last 4 years, one of the top colors for new home. It modernizes your home. It brightens up your home. Buyers love that color. Buyers love grays, shades of gray, okay? Light shades of gray. That's why heather gray is at the top of the list, because it's such a light shade of gray. It almost looks white, but it doesn't give you that sick brightness of white. Okay, so buyers love heather gray. And you want to do your curb appeal, right? You don't have a lot of money to do repairs in the home. Make sure that you get your lawn done. Make sure that you power wash the house. Make sure that you're patching up any holes. You're fixing up any electrical wiring that's not working in the house. If you have a home warranty, this is the time to use your home warranty if you haven't used it all year long and you're thinking about buying your house. Again, sellers, this is the time to put your house on the market, because we have lots of buyers. Banks are approving loans, and you still have equity right now. I can't tell you what's going to happen come September, October, November, December. And if we do get a second wave of COVID, are you prepared to be locked down where you are? That's what you want to ask yourself. That's what you want to ask yourself. Do I want to stay in the house that I am in for the next 2 to 5 years? If you're comfortable where you at, if you got room to grow where you're at, or if you're like an older person that may be thinking about downsizing, if it's not that big and you're comfortable with your space, then by all means, keep your house, ride the wave. That's what all of us homeowners are going to be doing right now. All right. But if you are someone that is interested in pulling the equity out of your home and you haven't refinanced, all right, that's another caveat right there. If you took advantage of the low interest rates, you really want to give me a call. You really want to get in my DM and I could do a market analysis for you, right? We're going to answer a few questions and figure out exactly how much equity you do have in your home. If you did refinance, I would have to, with you, take a look at your loan to see how much you owe and compare that to what the current market value is. And because I can't promise y'all when I'll be on again, I will share this with my sellers one more time. Catch this, okay? The reason why I highly recommend anyone that is thinking about selling their house to get in contact with me and put your house on the market right now is because right now you have the most equity, okay? We don't know what's gonna happen in the market come September, come fall and beyond, okay? If unemployment continues to go up, if we get a second wave of COVID, it can affect home prices. Luckily in the DMV, right now you have value, so you don't have to worry about that. But if you are someone that refinance, we really want to take a look to see how much you owe the bank versus, the real estate fees and what your market value is. So I can tell you how much money you're going to walk away with. And that's what you would like, right? Yeah, I know. All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining me on this live. This is my real estate forecast post-corona. I'm super excited that we're kind of back to normal, but it will never be normal. So I'm going to do my best to be able to be consistent with these weekly videos. Again, I will upload the IG live of the tour of this home so you can see this beautiful home. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous home. All right, guys, till we meet again. Peace.